Dorohedoro from Q Hayashida, who worked as an assistant of Tsutomu Nihei. You probably know who he is. My favorite manga of all time, and now I'm going to dedicate an entire video solely on it. But first, gotta put some history. Dorohedoro is a seinen / later dark shonen manga by Q Hayashida, and has recently gotten an anime that premiered last week. We'll get to that in a short time, even though this is a manga review. So anyways, first, we got to go with story before history. Dorohedoro is about Kaiman, an amnestic lizard man that lost his memory, and he's searching for the sorcerers who turned him into this way. It is filled with incredibly detailed art that is nothing like we've seen before. Or at least back then, after all, the manga did start in November 2000. And it's awesome. It's just good. Honestly, the beginning chapters aren't that impressive, but the story gets on really on, and there are several plot twists I never saw coming that are honestly, I'm not even going to tell you them because you just need to read this manga. Just read it, please. For a manga that's not very well known, Dorohedoro lasted very long, with the first volume coming out in 2002, the final one all the way in 2008. But why? What happened in between? Here is the history of Dorohedoro. Dorohedoro began in 2000, November 2000, in a special version of Big Comic Spirit Sokan Ikki, which in 2003 evolved into Monthly Ikki. If you've heard the Monthly Ikki name before, well, that's because there's been some fairly obscure manga that have their fan bases. The manga for House of Five Leaves and Bokurano were serialized in Monthly Ikki. Sadly, the magazine shut down in 2014, leaving a replacement manga magazine, Hibana, to form, and that only lasted 2 years, and it was less successful than Ikki. Then it moved to Monthly Shonen Sunday in 2017, where Dorohedoro concluded. In the United States and some other countries from March 2010 to September 2019, Viz released Dorohedoro under the signature Ikki line, which was a tie-in to Sig Ikki, which was an online site that had some early chapters. Dorohedoro here was rated mature and had a content demeanor because, really, Dorohedoro Volumes 2 and 7 are sadly out of print. But if you want to nab the rest of the series and wait for those for a later anime reprint, if they ever do one, you could. I bought Volume 2 while it was still in print, and it was a great idea. But now, let's venture into January 2020. So if you're wondering, yes, I know there's an anime. I've watched the first episode, but why am I talking about it? This is the Dorohedoro manga review, after all. Well, I'm going to put out my thoughts for the first episodes, and then put up one already. When I saw the first trailer, I was a bit concerned about this adaptation, because after all, Ikki anime usually end up mediocre compared to their manga counterparts. Luckily, the OP to my concerns as, well, it was how I imagined a Dorohedoro OP to be. And the first episode was great. It's not the best, but then there's this scene. Okay, Mappo, why? Why does this look so janky compared to the rest of the episode? Why? Other than that animation, of course, in that scene, this anime looks like it will be at least a great, faithful adaptation of the first 6 volumes, if the OVA episodes are to go anything, but I'm impressed. Despite the earlier chapters not really knowing what they are, Dorohedoro is my number 1 anime manga of all time, followed by Part 4 JoJo and then 3 by Hellsing. But Dorohedoro, the reason I didn't talk too much in depth about these volumes is because, sorry if I mispronounce it, Tranquil Dino-san, I don't know how to pronounce it, but check his channel out. It will be in the links so you can see some detailed Dorohedoro manga, volume, and anime episode reviews. Please subscribe to him. Thank you, and have a good day.